In the bustling streets of India, where voices of unity and division intertwine, the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh (RSS) stands as a towering presence, its influence undeniable, its intentions debated. Founded in 1925, the RSS has grown from a modest gathering of Hindu nationalists into a vast network shaping India's cultural and political landscape. But who does the RSS represent? How does it view India's diverse communities? Has its ideology evolved, or does it cling to its original vision? And why does its growth spark both admiration and unease? This narrative delves into these questions, addressing public concerns with a clear, factual lens, inviting you to uncover the layers of this complex organization. Is the RSS an upper-middle-class organization? The RSS began as a movement rooted in urban upper-caste communities, particularly Brahmins in Maharashtra, drawn to its call for Hindu unity and discipline. Its shakas, daily gatherings of physical drills and ideological discussions, required time and commitment, naturally appealing to the educated and relatively affluent. Today, the RSS's core membership still reflects this urban, upper-middle-class character. Its emphasis on structured activities and intellectual discourse resonates with those who have the resources and leisure to participate, often professionals, students, and small business owners in cities and towns. Yet, the RSS has worked to broaden its reach. Through affiliates like the Vanvasi Kalyan Ashram and Samajik Samrasta Manch, it has engaged rural communities, tribal groups, and lower castes. Leaders like Narendra Modi, from a backward caste, and Surajban, a Dalit, signal efforts to diversify. These initiatives show a strategic push to shed the elitist label and reflect India's broader demographics. However, the organization's leadership and most active participants remain predominantly urban and middle class, suggesting that while it has expanded, its heart still beats in the cities. For many Indians, this raises a question. Is the RSS truly inclusive, or does it primarily serve the interests of a privileged few? Stance toward other communities, religions, and races. The RSS's ideology, rooted in Hindutva, envisions India as a nation unified by Hindu culture. Historically, this vision has created friction with non-Hindu communities. Early leaders like M.S. Golwalkar, in works like Bunch of Thoughts, expressed skepticism about Muslims and Christians, viewing their faiths as foreign influences that could undermine national unity. This perspective fueled accusations of fostering division, particularly during communal incidents like the 1992 Babri Masjid demolition and the 2002 Gujarat riots, where the RSS or its affiliates were criticized for their roles or rhetoric. Since 2009, under Mohan Bhagwat's leadership, the RSS has adopted a more conciliatory tone. Bhagwat has stated that Hindutva embraces all Indians, regardless of religion, and the organization has engaged in interfaith dialogues and provided aid to diverse groups, such as Sikhs during the 1984 riots. However, policies associated with the RSS's political arm, the BJP, like the Citizenship Amendment Act, and campaigns by affiliates against issues like conversions or love jihad, keep tensions alive. The RSS's focus is on cultural identity rather than race, but its emphasis on Hindu primacy can feel exclusionary to minorities. For many, the question persists: does the RSS genuinely seek harmony, or does its vision of a Hindu Rashtra sideline non-Hindus? Has the RSS ideology changed? At its core, the RSS pursues a Hindu Rashtra, a nation where Hindu culture is the unifying force. This vision, articulated by founders like Hedgewar and Savarkar, prioritized Hindu identity and self-reliance, often at odds with India's secular framework. Early writings, particularly Golwalkar's, were explicit in their distrust of non-Hindus and secularism, framing them as threats to national cohesion. Under Bhagwat, the RSS has softened its rhetoric. He has distanced the organization from Golwalkar's more exclusionary views, emphasizing that Hindutva includes all Indians and promoting social harmony. Outreach to lower castes and minorities, along with public statements advocating unity, suggests a pragmatic shift to align with India's diverse society. Yet, the goal of a Hindu Rashtra remains central, evident in the RSS's support for initiatives like the Ram Temple. Critics argue this reflects continuity, with inclusivity serving as a strategic adjustment rather than a fundamental change. The public wonders, is the RSS evolving to embrace all, or is it repackaging its core ideology to gain wider acceptance? Addressing public concerns about RSS growth. The RSS's growth, boasting thousands of shakas and millions of Swayamsevaks, fuels both admiration and apprehension. Supporters see it as a cultural anchor, preserving Hindu traditions and fostering discipline in a rapidly changing nation. Its relief work during crises like floods or pandemics, and its network of schools and charities earn praise for community service. However, its expansion also raises concerns. Critics fear its influence over the BJP and government policies promotes a majoritarian agenda, potentially eroding India's secular fabric. The lifting of a ban on government employees joining the RSS in 2024 has intensified worries about its reach into public institutions. For minorities, the RSS's historical ties to communal tensions and its affiliates' actions stoke fears of marginalization. The organization's vision of a Hindu-centric India, even if softened, can feel at odds with the aspirations of Muslims, Christians, and others. Its growing global presence through the Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh also sparks debate about exporting a potentially divisive ideology. The public asks, does the RSS's growth strengthen India's cultural unity, or does it deepen divisions in a pluralistic nation? A force in flux. The RSS stands as a complex force in India's story, neither wholly hero nor villain. Its urban middle-class roots persist, even as it reaches out to diverse communities. Its stance toward minorities has softened in tone, but remains contentious, with Hindutva at its heart. Its ideology has adapted to modern realities, yet the dream of a Hindu Rashtra endures, raising questions about its place in a diverse democracy. As the RSS grows, so do the hopes and fears surrounding it. For every Indian watching, the question lingers, what does the RSS's rise mean for the nation's future?